Welcome back, my fellow assassins, to another WWE 2K19 Universe mode. We are here in Los Angeles, California for SmackDown Live, and we are getting things started here on SmackDown with the architect known as Seth frickin' Rollins. Yes, we are getting things started here tonight with Seth Rollins, who's coming down to the ring to address the attack on him from Chris Jericho last week. But guys, we are just 9 days away, 4 shows away from the No Mercy pay-per-view. It's coming up, and I cannot wait for it. Looking like a great card so far. And there is Seth Rollins coming down to the ring. We have a stacked card here tonight. But guys, let's go last week. Let's go to last week and see what that attack was on Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins was speaking to us about that win at SummerSlam, but then get attacked by Chris Jericho, getting this suplexed through a table, and then Chris Jericho would talk some trash afterwards. But that's what happened last week. This week, Seth Rollins is here to speak about the matter and what he has to say to Chris Jericho. So without further ado, let's see what Seth Rollins has to say. I'm pretty sure he's pretty pissed off about his Chris Jericho's actions last week and is wondering why he attacked him. You can see Seth Rollins not too happy about it. Oh, looks like he's grabbing a mic, and let's see what Seth Rollins has to say. I'm going to get right to the point tonight. Last week, I was being on top of the world. I just had the biggest win of my career at SummerSlam when I won that triple threat match with Ambrose and Reigns. Not only was this the biggest win of my career, but it will propel me to bigger and better things like the WWE Championship. I felt like I was on top of the world, like I was the best superstar SmackDown had to offer. However, one man decided to get involved because I said a few too many words for his liking. Chris Jericho. You see, Chris is well known to get into someone's business when he feels he's being disrespected. Plus, his whole moniker is being the best in the world. So you can imagine his disdain when someone better than him decides to praise themselves. You see, Chris, I could see right through you. This is not so much about being best in the world as much as it is you trying to hold the last few strands of a pitiful latter part of your career. Let's look back a little bit, shall we? Almost all of the big matches Jericho was involved with, he lost. He couldn't get the job done when the Intercontinental Championship was on the line, and most recently, he lost to Neville at SummerSlam. So I see this as nothing more than trying to keep relevant by attacking me. So Jericho, I'll give you a bone here. Face me at No Mercy. Face me at No Mercy and prove to me, these fans, and most importantly yourself, that you can hold onto that title of best in the world. Or you could attack me from behind again and prove how frail your ego actually is. But something tells me you'll accept. So I'll see you at No Mercy. Well, the challenge has been thrown by the architect. A challenge for a match at No Mercy for Chris Jericho to answer. Will Chris Jericho answer the challenge? We'll have to find out. But speaking of Chris Jericho, speaking of our main event, our main event is a one-on-one matchup. Daniel Bryan will go one-on-one with said Chris Jericho. Dream match happening in our main event here tonight. I cannot wait. But here we are for the first matchup here. Hideo Itami, part of that 6-man tag team match at No Mercy against the Cardinal. There's Sami Zayn following behind. He will face Cody Rhodes one-on-one here tonight. Hideo Itami has a chance to knock off a former WWE champion in Cody Rhodes here tonight and propel himself in the rankings here on SmackDown. But this goes even deeper than that. This is so personal between these two teams. The Cardinal, consisting of Cody Rhodes, Sheamus, and Ziggler, facing Randy Orton, Hideo Itami, and Sami Zayn at No Mercy. It goes even before SummerSlam. goes actually to Battleground, where Hideo Itami would defeat Dolph Ziggler. And then the following SmackDowns after that, Dolph Ziggler would attack Hideo Itami, and Sami Zayn would be attacked by Sheamus. So it was just a matter of similar enemies for Hideo Itami and Sami Zayn to team up at SummerSlam to take on Sheamus and Ziggler, where they were in a losing affair as Sheamus and Ziggler got the victory. But at SummerSlam, Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes would face each other one-on-one. Randy Orton would get the victory, but after the match, Cody Rhodes, Dolph Ziggler, and Sheamus would attack Randy Orton, and it would all the rest is history from there. It would seem that after the SmackDown after SummerSlam, excuse me, these three would form a group known as the Cardinal. Three men who have been tired of being overlooked and overshadowed by the likes of Hideo Itami, Sami Zayn, Orton, and people like that, and they were just tired of it. They were tired of being left behind, and they wanted to do something about it. That's their own words. So they took actions in their own hands, and started this feud with Orton, Sami Zayn, and Hideo Itami. And that's all coming to a head at No Mercy between these two teams. So it looks like we're gonna get a little appetizer here tonight with Cody Rhodes, the leader. I mean, so-called leader. I don't actually know what the rankings are in this group. Maybe they're all equals. Maybe Cody Rhodes is the leader. Who knows? But Cody Rhodes will face Hideo Itami here tonight. Randy Orton nowhere in sight, which is, Randy Orton did cut a promo last week. He did have something to say about this six-man tag team match. He said that he wasn't really happy about tagging with Sami Zayn and Hideo Itami. What he actually did was put a warning to them, was saying, don't get in his way. So we all know Randy Orton doesn't play well with others, but I mean, at No Mercy, he needs to learn how to coexist with Itami and Zayn and get the win at No Mercy. Because we will never hear the end of it if the Cardinal win at No Mercy. But nevertheless, the Cardinal is in the ring, and look at this, just focused here. Cody Rhodes, Ziggler, Sheamus looking onto the crowd. And I cannot wait for this one. Cody Rhodes versus Hideo Itami. When we talk about dream matches, this one right here, Cody Rhodes, a former WWE champion, Hideo Itami. I mean, what can you say? A Japanese legend in his own right. So these two guys will go at it right here, right now on SmackDown. Our first matchup tonight. So I cannot wait. Let's get it started. Hideo Itami and Cody Rhodes. Let's do it. As the bell rings here. And Cody Rhodes not even looking to start the matchup with the collar and elbow. Just straight up scoop slam by the former champion. And now Cody just wants to end this quickly. Doesn't want to dispel any energy before No Mercy. But Hideo Itami has come to SmackDown to prove a point. From NXT, he's proven a point that he belongs here. And I mean, Hideo Itami and Sami Zayn has just said nothing about stealing the spotlight from the guys like Rhodes, Ziggler, and Sheamus. It's just these three guys, known as the Cardinal, just has taken it to heart. I mean, SmackDown General Manager Stone Cold Steve Austin wants new talent here on SmackDown. He wants like Hideo Itami and Sami Zayn to step up. Sami Zayn, of course, being part of a tag team of its Zayn Force before splitting up, and he didn't really do anything in that tag team. But I think Stone Cold Steve Austin, excuse me, saw something in Sami Zayn that he wants to keep him around. He wants a nice Hurricane Run, a nice head scissors there by Hideo Itami. He wants to keep him around just to see what he's made of. I think he knew that Sami Zayn was at least the better part of the group known as Insane Force, and he wants that kind of talent on SmackDown. It's just Cody Rhodes is just has brought about this team that is supposed to stop that. He knows that he's really good in that ring. He knows Ziggler and Sheamus is equally as good, and he thinks that they should not be left behind because of what Stone Cold Steve Austin looks in Itami and Zayn. Nevertheless, let's get to this match. Itami has Cody Rhodes down, but nope. Psych. As soon as I said that, Cody Rhodes reverses, pushes Itami off, and a kick right to the small of the back. And now Rhodes is surveying the prey here. And Cody Rhodes would love it if he had the opportunity to try to injure Hideo Itami before their matchup at No Mercy. Anything to give him the advantage. Give the Cardinal the advantage. But Hideo Itami, a tough son of a gun. Former NXT champion is Hideo Itami, losing it to Kevin Owens. But after losing it to Kevin Owens, came right to SmackDown and has been involved in this major storyline with the Cardinal. So, I mean, in other terms, in kind of a ironic fashion, the Cardinal was the one to kind of put... Wait a minute. Nice kick by Hideo Itami. Nevertheless, what I was trying to say is the Cardinal was actually... It's full of irony, because the situation is that Cardinal actually, you know, put Hideo Itami in this kind of limelight. They were the ones that attacked Itami, attacked Zayn, and put them in this type of six-man tag team match, and this kind of storyline between these two teams. So in a very interesting case of irony, the Cardinal has to kind of blame themselves for putting Zayn and Itami in this time of spotlight. Oh, Itami looking for a knee drop, but just Cody Rhodes just one step ahead of that and just crashes to the ground. And now Cody Rhodes just playing with his food here. And Cody, oh, nice elbow there by Hideo Itami. Now Itami with an STO takedown. Like I said before, what a win it would be for Itami if he can get a win over Rhodes here tonight. Of course, Rhodes a little fall from glory from being a former WWE champion, but nevertheless, he has been a former WWE champion. I mean, just the pedigree of that, just to get a win over someone who has that type of resume is a feat in itself. Nice scoop slam. Started the match off with that, and now goes back to the well. And of course, the kicks by Itami, some of the best in the business. And now he brings Rhodes to the corner. Nice Yakuza kick, almost a Helluva kick, courtesy of Sami Zayn, taking a page out of Sami Zayn's book. And now look at this, a variation of the Rings of Saturn here by Itami. But no, Cody Rhodes with the point of the elbows, or point of the elbow to the head of Itami. Gets out of that quickly. And now Cody Rhodes, oh, looking for something, but Itami, a shot to the midsection, but Cody Rhodes, such an opportunity, sees an opening as soon as it appears, and now Itami with Rhodes in the corner, but no. Now look at this, oh, nice takedown, nice reverse STO by Itami, by Rhodes, and now look at this. Looks like Rhodes might be going for a little bit of crossroads, and he got it. And that might be it for Itami. Crossroads by Cody Rhodes, 2 and 3, and that's it. Cody Rhodes with the victory, just like that. What a showing from Hideo Itami. He had a good showing here, bringing out all he can, but Cody Rhodes, just like that, with one crossroads attack. Wait a minute. Oh, Dolph Ziggler sliding Hideo Itami outside the ring. He took the table apart here, and he's looking like he's going to attack Hideo Itami on the outside. And now look at this, on the outside in the crowd, looks like Sami Zayn and Sheamus are at it now. And Sheamus and Sami Zayn out in the crowd here. The fans getting a close-up look between these two. But now, wait a minute. It's Dolph Ziggler has got Itami on our table. I'm on my table here. And oh no, Dolph Ziggler going for a big-time elbow drop from the top rope to the... Oh, wait a minute. That's not it. Sheamus with the high cross through a table. So both Zayn and Itami going through tables here on SmackDown, courtesy of the Cardinal. Just both of them being laid out. And it looks like Cody Rhodes has a mic in his hand. Let's see what the leader of the Cardinal has to say. Randall. Where are you, Randall Keith Orton? I know you're here. I know you're here in this arena. Probably backstage. Well, you're damn right you're backstage. Because not only did we lay out Zayn and Itami here tonight, we also laid out Orton backstage. Because that's what the Cardinal does. We are not here to ask, we are here to take. Let me explain to you a little something, because I don't think you quite understand what the Cardinal is here to do. You see, Orton, Zayn and Itami, your little friends here, they're the new shiny toys. Trust me, we've been there. The very first year of SmackDown, we were the wrestlers, we were the talent, the superstars that people came to see. The main event, the best goddamn talent in the world. Cody, Rhodes, Dolph Ziggler, former WWE champion, Sheamus, former European champion. Then you had people like CM Punk, like Wade Barrett, like Mark Henry, like even Big E, who had the audience in their hands. But you know what? It was just a matter of time. It was a matter of time because the people will betray you, Orton. The people will betray you, Zayn, Itami. They will get tired of you and they will throw you to the garbage. They will throw you in the garbage and wait for you to pass. But you know what? The Cardinal will not wait because we are here to stay. The Cardinal paved the way for Orton, paved the way for Itami, paved the way for Zayn, Balor, Breeze, anybody in the back. So let this be a lesson in humility and self-respect. Orton, Itami, Zayn, at No Mercy, this is not a fight against good versus evil. This is a fight to prove me right. Because at No Mercy, when we win, when the Cardinal wins, you will see what the truth is. You will see that the audience, the fans here, don't give a crap if you don't go their way. If you lose at No Mercy, actually when you lose at No Mercy, these people will betray you. These people will turn on you so quickly. Trust me, we've been there. And there would be no Ortons, there would be no Itamis, there would be no Zayns without Rhodes, Zigglers, and Sheamuses. Let me tell you that right now. But as soon as you lose, you come back to me. You come and talk to me about how you're treated from these fans. And I'll tell you one thing when you do. You will join the Cardinal. Because the Cardinal does not ask. It takes. Remember that. Well, some strong words from Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes saying that Randy Orton, or actually these fans, will turn on Orton, on Itami, and Zayn when they lose. We'll have to see what happens at No Mercy when these two teams go head to head. And that will happen in 9 days here. Here's the match that's going to happen. Orton, Zayn, and Itami facing the Cardinal 6-man tag team matchup. But guys, let's move on to our next matchup here. Another one-on-one match. It's going to be one half of the former tag team champions, Luke Harper, going one-on-one with the European champion, Cesaro. And of course, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and Bray Wyatt won the 6-man tag team match last week. So what that meant last week was that Luke Harper and Eric Rowan got to choose the stipulation for their rematch for the tag team titles at No Mercy against Edge and Christian. And I spoke to these guys earlier, and they said that they want a ladder match. That's right, they want to face Edge and Christian in the match that they pretty much created. They want to embarrass Edge and Christian, and they want to do it in a ladder match. So Edge and Christian versus the Wyatt family, Harper and Rowan, in a ladder match. Going to happen at No Mercy. And it's already been signed off by SmackDown General Manager Stone Cold Steve Austin. So that's going to be another exciting match for No Mercy. But right now, Luke Harper has to focus on tonight because he's going to go one-on-one with the European champion in Cesaro. Cesaro, an absolute monster right now, cannot be stopped, cannot be defeated. As he is undefeated ever since claiming that European championship. But speaking of Cesaro, he is a tough task ahead of him at No Mercy as well. He will face Finn Balor and Tyler Breeze in a triple threat match for that European Championship. It looks like the toughest competition that Cesaro has to face here, and I mean, he doesn't even have to be involved with the decision at No Mercy. But here we go, the European Champion. And there he is. Of course, like I said before, a night of dream matches here. I mean, Cesaro and Luke Harper, pretty much some of the most underrated superstars here. Two of the most underrated superstars on SmackDown, not only on SmackDown, but the whole WWE, going at it one-on-one here tonight. And of course, our main event is Daniel Bryan versus Chris Jericho. So that's going to be exciting as well. But nevertheless, here comes the European Champion. I mean, the odds are stacked against him. At No Mercy, a 33% chance of winning. But Cesaro has never been one to stray away from a fight, has never wanted to be one to back down from a challenge. And he says he's a fighting champion. He says to bring on all comers. And of course, Tyler Breeze would get under the skin of Cesaro about a few weeks ago, saying that Cesaro wasn't championship material. He wasn't compelling. He wasn't exciting. He wasn't interesting as champion. I mean, I personally don't agree. Cesaro has been absolutely tearing it up as European champion, being undefeated, bringing some sort of prestige into that European Championship. But Tyler Breeze claims that he wants to make the championship, the championship scene beautiful. He wants some sort of intrigue, and Cesaro is not bringing that to that title. So of course Cesaro has a little bit of say about that, a little bit to say about that, and Cesaro has accepted the challenge of Tyler Breeze, but of course so goes Steve Austin. Would say that Finn Balor would get a reward for defeating Triple H at SummerSlam. Wait a minute, Luke Harper with a DDT, nice takedown there, for defeating Triple H at SummerSlam, and would be added to the match at No Mercy. So it is a triple threat match. Tyler Breeze gets his rematch, and Finn Balor gets an opportunity to not only be Mr. Money in the Bank, but also to be European Champion. But of course, last week, Tyler Breeze and Finn Balor were going one-on-one, and Tyler Breeze actually got the victory, which sort of surprised me because Finn Balor has been so hot in terms of wins and losses that I did not expect Finn Balor to lose, but Tyler Breeze got a surprise victory. And, kind of put in my mind that Tyler Breeze might be ready to challenge Cesaro once again. But of course, it's going to be a little different with that triple threat match at No Mercy. You always got to keep a set of eyes on the back of your head. But nevertheless, let's get to this match here. Cesaro goes one-on-one with Luke Harper. Both these guys cannot afford not only a loss, don't get me wrong, but also an injury. Because both these guys are going into championship matches at No Mercy, and they cannot afford an injury to stop them here tonight. Nevertheless, Luke Harper goes for a pin here. Not even a 1 count. Cesaro kicks out. But I do want to ask you one thing, audience, I guess. Do you think Cesaro is a fighting champion? Do you think Tyler Breeze would bring more intrigue and more interest to that European Championship picture? Sound off in the comments here tonight in this video. And I'm interested in what you guys think. Also, what do you think of the new promos, the audio promos? If it's good, bad, don't care, just please sound off in the comments. I appreciate what you guys say. So please shoot me a comment, and I read all of them. So sound off in the comments, and I'll look at them. Oh, nice German suplex. Let's get to this match. As Luke Harper with a nice German suplex takes down the champion right on the back of his neck. And now Luke Harper going to go for a gator roll here. His signature gator roll. And now look, it's a nice headlock here. Of course, Luke Harper, very underrated in that ring. He can grapple, he can brawl. He can actually go off the top rope if he wants to. But guys, we have to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here on SmackDown Live. And guys, this is the match that will happen for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Edge and Christian will defend their titles against Harper and Rowan in a ladder match. Do not miss that at No Mercy. And guys, we are back here on SmackDown Live, and Cesaro showing off his power as we come back from break. And Luke Harper taking him down. Cesaro just taking a breather here. But just like that, gets right back inside the ring. As now Luke Harper, oh man, a sit-down powerbomb. And holds on to it, going for a pin, but just not even a 1 count. A nice drop kick there by Cesaro. And now Luke Harper with a cravat suplex. Actually paying back the cravat suplex that Cesaro did at the beginning of the matchup. And now, look at this spine buster. No, nice DDT. Now DDT to pay back Luke Harper. Now, nevertheless, Cesaro into the corner, little snake eyes to Luke Harper. That's Luke Harper. Now with the back body drop, and now just dropping down some elbow or some fists here. And one thing about Luke Harper, he can do everything in that ring. He can brawl, he can grapple, he can go off the top rope. He's strong. He's flexible. He's agile. I think I already said agile, but nevertheless, Luke Harper is so underrated in that ring, and a lot of people don't give him credit for what he can do. Of course, being aligned with Eric Rowan and Bray Wyatt doesn't really give you much leeway in terms of praises, but nevertheless, Luke Harper, something else to behold in that ring. And now Cesaro working over the arm. And Cesaro, I think he wants to finish it quickly here. Nevertheless, with a clothesline from Luke Harper, down goes Cesaro. Now look at this, just again with that head going into the mat. Luke Harper now, yeah, into the crowd as he does, and now another round of haymakers to the forehead of Cesaro. But Cesaro, nice counter there with an uppercut, and whoa, nice swing there. No, Swiss death. And Eric Rowan trying to get the attention of Cesaro. The ref saying get down is now. Oh, here we go. Cesaro gonna hit Luke Harper with the sharpshooter. The sharpshooter from Cesaro. Cesaro. And now Luke Harper has nowhere to go, and he taps out. Cesaro with the victory via tap out here tonight. Sending a message to both Tyler Breeze and Finn Balor. And what a victory. A decisive victory from Cesaro, the unstoppable Cesaro, the European champion. Luke Harper was one test. The next test comes at No Mercy in a triple threat matchup. And Cesaro is happy about the win here on SmackDown. This crowd here in Los Angeles happy about the win. You can hear them cheering. They like what they see from the European champion. And now wait a minute. Well, look at the ramp here. There's Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze again talking trash to Cesaro. Cesaro now sees Tyler Breeze on the ramp here. And it looks like Cesaro's gonna meet him there. Cesaro and Tyler Breeze now talking back and forth here. Don't know what they're saying, but you can tell it's just not good. It's not friendly words, that's for sure. Now Cesaro and Tyler Breeze getting closer and closer to one another. And now Cesaro throws the right. Now right from Tyler Breeze. Now back and forth between these two guys. The refs and security out now trying to set these two apart. And now Tyler Breeze gets another shot. And now these two guys cannot be torn apart. These guys just absolutely hate each other. And this is the match that's going to happen at No Mercy. A triple threat matchup. Of course, Cesaro and Tyler Breeze. And now the wild card known as Finn Balor. Man, what a match that's going to be between three of the biggest rising stars on SmackDown. But guys, we are ready for our main event of the night, as Daniel Bryan will take on Chris Jericho in one-on-one action. And here comes Chris Jericho, the man who came over from Monday Night Raw after losing to Neville at SummerSlam and has already got himself in a little bit of trouble courtesy of attacking Seth Rollins last week, and Seth Rollins challenging Seth Rollins challenging Chris Jericho to a match at No Mercy. And I mean, we're still waiting for the confirmation from Chris Jericho, but I think it's safe to say that Chris Jericho will accept this challenge. But I don't know if Chris Jericho, I don't know if he's changed his mind or not. So we'll have to see whether or not Chris Jericho accepts this match. But his opponent here tonight is Daniel Bryan, the Yes Man, the leader of the Yes Movement. And he, of course, has a rematch for that WWE Championship against Bray Wyatt at No Mercy. And it is a good test for Daniel Bryan here tonight. If he can get through Chris Jericho tonight, he has good momentum going into that WWE title match. And of course, you got to know Bray Wyatt is watching from some sort of swamp somewhere in the deep south of America. But nevertheless, Chris Jericho, I mean, what's got to go through his head to attack someone like Seth Rollins? I mean, you heard Seth Rollins here tonight. I think he's just trying to hold onto just this last part of his career. I think he's trying to not get left behind, just like the Cardinal is, to be honest. And I think Chris Jericho is just trying to hold on to some sort of you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Some sort of substance to hang on to, just to stay relevant on SmackDown, to stay relevant in WWE. Because I mean, I don't like to say it, but Chris Jericho is not getting any younger. And the longer his career goes, the slower he gets. Not that I don't think he's less exciting, but I mean, it's just my own opinion when I say that Chris Jericho might not have it anymore. We've seen Chris Jericho fight for the Intercontinental Championship. He did not win that. He won one match against Neville, but then lost at SummerSlam for that best of 3. And I just don't think Chris Jericho is the same. He's obviously past his prime, but you know what? That's another story for another day. Daniel Bryan will face Chris Jericho here tonight, one-on-one. So I cannot wait for this matchup. I mean, even though Chris Jericho is past his prime, in my own words, I do think this is still a dream match here on SmackDown Live. So let's get it started here. As Chris Jericho, look at this. Looking for a handshake. You know, oh! A cheap shot by Jericho. You know, look at this. Like I said, Chris Jericho trying to do anything in his power to stay interesting, to stay relevant here on SmackDown. But, you know, like I said, my own opinion. But nevertheless, this match has started. And now off the ropes. And now Jericho steps down. But, oh, these two crash into each other. Now Daniel Bryan with a dragon screw leg whip. Now Bryan with a shot to the midsection. And Daniel Bryan, I think, well, I mean, you gotta think of Daniel Bryan's perspective here. Like in the last match, he lost his WWE Championship at SummerSlam in very controversial fashion. He won. Bray Wyatt won the championship with Daniel Bryan's leg, or Daniel Bryan's foot, excuse me, on the ropes. And I mean, Stone Cold Steve Austin said nothing about that, but Daniel Bryan will get his rematch at No Mercy. But I think some sort of, you know, guarantee should be put in place just in case that sort of thing arises again. No, I don't make the rules around here, but nevertheless, let's get back to this match. Oh, right off of the ring post goes Chris Jericho. And we're up to a 5 count here, and oh, what a dropkick to the legs of Chris Jericho. Daniel Bryan not holding anything back here. And up to a 7 count, and both guys are back inside the ring. As now Chris Jericho with an arm drag takes down the former champion. And now Chris Jericho with a brain buster. Oh my lord. Nothing pretty about that, but it was certainly goddamn dangerous. And now going for a clothesline, but Daniel Bryan ducks out of the way. Both these guys masters of their craft here in the squared circle. Now Daniel Bryan wants Chris Jericho to get back up here. Now swift right. Sends down Chris Jericho down. Now Daniel Bryan. What in the world is Daniel Bryan going to do here? Bryan wants Jericho to get back to his feet. And now Bryan off the top rope, and oh, he crashes down hard. Don't know how smart that was from Daniel Bryan. He can't afford an injury this close to no mercy. And oh, now drop kick there, sends him down. There's a golden opportunity for Chris Jericho to take advantage of the mistake by Daniel Bryan, and that's how you do it. It's snake eyes right on the steel steps there. We're up to a 5 count now. And now we're up to a 5 count, excuse me. And now Chris Jericho. And oh, a scoop slam onto the apron. That steel frame that surrounds the ring. Of course, the hardest part of the ring. And now back inside the ring goes these two men as Chris Jericho now looks to take advantage here. As a kick right to the midsection. Now Jericho, oh, here we go. The walls of Jericho. This could be it for Daniel Bryan. And oh, so close to the ropes though. A little bit of an amateurish mistake by Jericho. And now Daniel Bryan has the will to get rid of Chris Jericho. And now Daniel Bryan, oh, here we go. These series of kicks here. The signature kicks by Daniel Bryan. So many to the chest and one to the head for good measure. Now Daniel Bryan gonna bring Chris Jericho to the ropes here. And now Jericho gets thrown aside. Oh, here we go. Daniel Bryan. Now we know what he's thinking. Target acquired for the suicide dive to the outside. And Jericho goes down. And this crowd here in LA is just eating it up here. But Chris Jericho not out of the fight just yet. And now going for another one. No. Daniel Bryan scouts this one. Chris Jericho going for another snake eyes, it looks like, on the steel steps. But Daniel Bryan able to counter now. Oh, just taken down Jericho via the arm wringer. And now off the apron goes Jericho. A little payback from that scoop slam a little bit ago. Now Daniel Bryan brings Jericho inside the ring and follows suit. And now a little bit of a yes chant from Daniel Bryan. And now, oh, he's going to go try to bring him to the corner. But Chris Jericho with a swift right of his own. This match, half of it has been occurring outside here, but I don't think Chris Jericho wanted the fight to be outside. He wants to actually defeat Daniel Bryan clean. He came to SmackDown. Oh, code breaker! Forget the story talk. The code breaker by Chris Jericho. This could be it for Daniel Bryan. 1, 2, and no. Chris Jericho with a code breaker. That could have been it. But Daniel Bryan is now just maybe out of instinct kicked out, and now Chris Jericho with a few shoulder tackles, and oh, goes over but hangs on. Now goes to the top rope. Daniel Bryan hasn't realized it. Now he realizes. Now double axe handle from the top, crowns him, and Chris Jericho has momentum now. And now for another walls of Jericho here. He's got him, and he's got him in almost the middle of the ring. Daniel Bryan has nowhere to go. Daniel Bryan trying to crawl to the far side of the ropes. Chris Jericho, oh, looks like Daniel Bryan slipped out of it. And now, oh, nice kick to the cheek of Jericho. Now Jericho with a Michinoku driver. Hooks the leg here. 1, 2, but that will not put away the former champion. Now Chris Jericho working over the limbs of Daniel Bryan here. Now just slowing it down a little bit. Daniel Bryan hurting here. I mean, I don't think Daniel Bryan was ever the same after he failed that top rope move to the outside and falling right on his tailbone there. But now, look at this. Oh, going for the yes lock. Going for the yes lock. Right in the middle of the ring, but Chris Jericho, oh look, he countered it. And oh, a shot to the, looks like the neck area. Chris Jericho counters the yes lock. And another, looks like this time a stun gun on the ropes. And now gonna take him down with a backbreaker. And Jericho, happy about himself right now. He has the former champion where he wants him. Now Bryan with a forearm. Now look at this. Oh, tiger suplex! A snap tiger suplex. Hooked, stuck with the bridge, but just a 2 count. Very nice by Daniel Bryan. And oof. Nice enziguri. Signature enziguri by Chris Jericho. Now Jericho. Oh! Daniel Bryan, though, takes him down with another arm wringer. Of course, you know, just weakening it just for the yes lock. And look at this. Oh, big time suplex by Daniel Bryan. Now Bryan gonna drag Chris Jericho to the middle of the ring, and now just, oh, these kicks right to the midsection, right to the chest area. Nothing pretty about it, but it's effective. Oh, here we go with these kicks again. Now Jericho, nowhere to go, just has to endure these kicks for now. And here we go for the one straight to the head. And Jericho almost right back to his feet, but Daniel Bryan caught him. It looks like Daniel Bryan has Chris Jericho exactly where he wants him. Nice suplex once again. I don't think Chris Jericho knows where he is right now. And Daniel Bryan, oh, he's going to go to the corner. I think we know what's up. And here comes that Busaiku knee. Yes, it is. What a knee. Straight to the head. Chris Jericho is out of it. 1, 2, 3. And Daniel Bryan gets the victory. Chris Jericho had some opportunities to get the win here tonight, but Daniel Bryan just way too good. And you can see the crowd here in LA firmly behind Daniel Bryan. And could this be the leading factor going into No Mercy? Will this crowd fuel Daniel Bryan to regain that WWE Championship? We'll have to see at No Mercy. Guys, that'll be it for me here on SmackDown Live. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you on Monday Night Raw. Wait a minute, that's Bray Wyatt with the WWE Championship. Well, of course Bray Wyatt had the last laugh. And this is the match we're going to see, the main event of No Mercy. Daniel Bryan and Bray Wyatt, the WWE Championship. Well, guys, that'll actually do it here. And I'll see you on Monday Night Raw. Take care, my fellow assassins.